investigation, we've discovered a Portland police officer is under internal investigation. He's accused of not paying for parking over and over again. He's even suspected of removing the license plates from his car and covering up the VIN number. Brent Weisberg has this investigation.
I have high expectations for the police bureau, and I expect them to be met, and most of the time they are.
As police commissioner, Mayor Charlie Hales admits he only found out about the allegations against Officer James Escobar after we told him about the internal investigation. Using the state's public records law, we've uncovered 10 parking citations that were ticketed to a vehicle later identified as Escobar's between August and January. Point 6 News has also obtained photos of the vehicle. In every picture, the front and rear license plate is missing. And in some cases, the VIN is covered up by a piece of paper. According to this report, Officer Escobar racked up more than $1,000 in unpaid parking fines and fees. The DA's office says Escobar's off-duty actions, quote, appear intentionally calculated to avoid paying for parking in the city of Portland. In this official city email, we learn more about what happened the day Escobar's car was towed. The parking officer wrote that as the tow truck was getting into position, a police car pulled up and an officer got out. According to the parking officer's email, the police officer, later identified as Escobar, pointed to the car and said, quote, "This is my car." Escobar, wearing a police uniform, asked that his car not be towed and even offered to pay a fee to have the car released. But because there was that warrant, the car needed to go.
The question is whether there was any inappropriate use of his authority as a police officer, and that's something that we always check out.
Both the DA's report and the email from the parking officer specifically state Escobar made the request not to tow the vehicle as a private citizen. That is critically important because in part it is why the district attorney's office decided not to file criminal charges against Escobar. We've also learned that because Escobar was off duty when he parked his personal car, the DA's office says he did not violate Oregon's official misconduct statute.
In any case of misconduct, the Bureau takes a very serious look at the allegations and the evidence to support those allegations.
The other charge prosecutors considered filing against Escobar included theft of services. In its report, the DA's office says, quote, "The defendant's actions in this case could arguably constitute violation of this statute by taking off his license plates and concealing the VIN number. The DA's office says Escobar acted in a way that prevented parking enforcement from identifying the vehicle. On January 27th, Officer Escobar paid his outstanding parking fines and fees. And the DA's office says he has suffered the penalty prescribed by law for not paying for parking and not showing his license plates. In a letter to Portland detectives, Escobar turns down a request to be interviewed, but admits his actions were inexcusable and reflect poor judgment. In the final paragraph of the district attorney's report, Escobar's conduct is described as, quote, quite troubling.
Well, that's exactly why we have an internal affairs process, and it's a very rigorous process.
Reporting in downtown Portland, I'm Brent Weisberg, Point 6 News.
Now, Portland police confirm that Officer Escobar is still on patrol while the internal investigation continues. We did try contacting him and the police union for this story. We haven't heard back from Officer Escobar, and the union says it didn't want to comment.